Hey y'all, putting together this Harpoon hydraulic spring compressor. I think this is the 1-ton. It's what came in the box from Amazon. I think it's made by Vevor. Put a link in the description or comments. Let's see how we get this thing together. So they packed it pretty good. That's all the packing material here. And there's no really instructions to speak of. A little bit on the back here, so we'll go off of what we can. So here's everything laid out on the table. It comes with the kit. There's my instructions. So it's pretty much not much to put together, so that's pretty cool. So I'm first going to start with the bolt here and the one there. I'm going to tighten those up for this jack here. I guess I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Before we can put this somewhere, I actually put this on so we know where, because this thing's loose, it can move back and forth. So we need to know where that goes. So this just slides down from the top up here, and then you loosen this back screw and you get it in that pin there, and that'll give you a good idea where you want to set this so it's straight as possible. And then you tighten those up, and then you can tighten these up. I'll be using this outside, so I'm using some aluminum on NICs on the threads of the bolts so that they don't get too rusty while it's being used outside. I see the overhang and stuff like that. A little bit of NICs goes a long way, so just a little bit on there. You can use a 12mm wrench to tighten that up, right there. Also, don't try to kill it, just snug it up just a little. A little bit of NICs on these threads here and here. 14mm for the bottom nuts here. And again, you use the 12mm for the top bolts right up here. I should say to hold these bolts still while you tighten these nuts. Now time for the feet. They go on the sides here. You're going to have 17mm for the nuts and 17mm for the socket for the back of these here. 17mm. A little bit more NICs. Put the bolt through like so. Sorry. Make sure to start both bolts so you don't get this one tight and then this one won't fit through. You can put your nuts on the other side here and then start tightening them down. Now that you got that side tightened down, do the other side the exact same way. Next, this top half, you're going to take the nuts out, push the bolts out. You're going to slide it down over the top. Now the next part's going to vary on your depth of what you need for your strut to compress. But I just put some NICs on these threads, and then you're just going to, at the very least, you're going to need 2 bolts at least through either of this hole. So this is the very tightest it can go. So I'm just going to leave it there and just put it in finger tight, with the nuts on. So you're going to have 17 and 19. 17 is going to be on the bolt head side and 19 on the nut side. So this next part is going to vary on whether you need the smaller or the bigger foot shoe thing that goes in here. Just NICs the bolts, same way for both. You can take these nuts out, pass it through these, and then tighten them up. Both the shoes, the big ones anyway, look the same. Don't interchange, don't use the same size. For top bottom is what I mean, which shoe. So top shoe goes in like this, and let's see what the nut size is. 19mm for the nut size again. It's probably 17 on the other side. I was actually wrong, it's 19 for both sides up here, this side and this side.